Hey, what's up guys, King Komet here. I didn't really intend to put out this video. You know, my channel is new. I only got 2 videos. I wanted to keep it lighthearted, fun, so I can attract viewers and subscribers, but this current situation has got me pretty furious. So, you know, hey, if this video kills my channel before it takes off, it is what it is. It seems like, at least for the last month, blacks are getting attacked just for having an opinion. About a month ago, Kanye West put out a tweet. His tweet reads, "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposes your agenda." Now let's look into that. This tweet is supposedly anti-Semitic, right? But my question is, what part? The DEFCON 3? Well, let's look into that. DEFCON. The Defense Readiness Condition is an alert state used by the United States Armed Forces. The DEFCON system was developed by the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Unified and Specified Combatant Commands. It prescribes 5 graduated levels of readiness for the U.S. military. What part of this has to do with race? Nothing. It's just an alert system. He's saying he's putting out an alert. As you can see, you have different conditions, exercise terms, readiness, description. What part of this has anything to do with race? The part that they don't want you to pay attention to, the part that really angered them, is right here at the bottom. It says, "You try to blackball anyone who opposes your agenda." This is why people are upset. This is the real reason he's getting in trouble, yeah? And I mean, well, what's their agenda? What is he upset about? Well, he actually goes on to explain it himself.
Jewish people have owned the black voice, whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney. Especially in the music industry, they'll take, in the entertainment period, they'll take one of us, the brightest of us, right, that can really feed a whole village, and they'll take us and milk us till we die, and then Stevie Wonder's son got to get a job, right? But Cameron Azoff got a job at Apple. He's already set up because of the way Azoff is connected, and we have to make our own connections. So meaning, like, if one black man does something bad, all the other blacks get caught with him. If one black man does something good, nobody else gets nothing with him. It's a reverse for the Jewish people, right? If a Jewish person could repeatedly fucks me on a deal, it's just them. It's just the businessman. It's not the people. It's not nobody else. But if a Jewish person does good, all of their people eat with them. That's one of the flips. I gotta tell you something. Where is a black guy that has a Jewish person signed to him? Point it out. Tell me that. Where is a black person that's signed to a Jewish person? All of them. Basically 90% of them. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of y'all no more. And we don't have to be afraid. I understand that they got us so paid off every which way, they cutting down. And my whole point just off the tweet, the fact that, what does that even mean, what I said? And the fact that I got taken off proves my point.
I'll link the whole thing down below so you can judge for yourself. So now my question is this: how is wanting black people to be in control of the black voice anti-Semitic? I mean, by doing so, you're saying that black people should not have any power whatsoever, and that itself is very anti-black. So it's funny, all these people who are coming out screaming that he's anti-Semitic are actually anti-black and racist, and no one's looking at that. It got so much backlash. Even the host, Noriega, I don't know if he had to, but he went on and he apologized for doing the interview. He tried to distance himself. I didn't see any rappers come out to his defense. I didn't see any other black celebrities or people in the film or, you know, music industry say anything for him, except one, Candace Owens, step up. I mean, from the beginning all the way through it, when the heat was really on him, before the whole Kyrie Irving incident, when it was just Kanye under the magnifying glass, she did not back down. So these are some of the tweets I saw from her. So on October 19th, she says, "I know a lot of blue check marks have been at the edge of their seats to see if anything has changed, but me and Ye are still friends. You guys are completely powerless to influence my relationships." Then she mocks them, "But we wrote so many articles." On October 25th, she writes, corporate messaging over the last 4 years has been that every black feeling is valid because Black Lives Matter, even though that resulted in our neighborhoods being destroyed. Now those same corporations are telling black talent to shut up or lose everything they have. Again, she tweets, too many black celebrities in my inbox telling me that they believe what's happening to Ye is wrong, but they are scared to speak out because executives are telling them to stay out of it. Livelihoods are being threatened right now over association. This is wrong. She also writes, as a company, Adidas has every right to sever ties with whomever. That said, they better pay Ye. We're not going to witness Ye's intellectual property be stolen and his life bankrupted while being told black people need to shut up about it or suffer the same consequence. She also goes on to write, I do not like black people that have helped build corporations have their entire lives threatened over comments that they themselves did not make. What is happening to black commentators, podcaster, and radio hosts, I should call them out by name, but I won't, is wrong. She also tweets, black people talk about killing one another, approved for the airwaves. Black people talk about aborting their offspring, approved for the airwaves. Black people are associated with Ye, not approved. We are saying nothing and being attacked and threatened. I love this tweet. She says, some of you guys must have forgot, I am black. I will not be silenced. I will not be threatened. Least of all for something that I did not do or say. Stop threatening other black artists and commentators. Corporations can disassociate from Ye, but they will not steal from him. When that issue died down slightly, out came another accusation. Here we go, another black accused of being anti-Semitic. Well, what did this guy say? Did he say something horrible? Did he do something anti-Semitic? He shared a link to a movie that's on Amazon. What the hell? You can't even share a link nowadays? And if you do, you're responsible for every single thing in the movie? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Let me make something clear. We as black Americans, right? We've been in this country since its foundation, you know? So we have fought in every single war this nation has had. We have earned our First Amendment right, and we will not let it be taken away by anyone, period. That is infuriating to no end. And once again, the first person I saw to come out and defend him was Candace Owens once again on November 3rd. Why are there calls to cancel Kyrie Irving? If we believe somebody is circulating historically inaccurate information, we should be able to publicly debunk their points. Name calling doesn't prove to the world that somebody is wrong. Only facts can do that. She also tweets, threats of financial lynchings need to stop. We need to prove people wrong if they're wrong. It's really that simple. She also tweets on November 6th, Kyrie Irving should not give a single red cent to the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League. Like Black Lives Matter, they are part and parcel of a humiliation ritual, demanding donation for social forgiveness. On November 7th, she also tweets, pleased to see that a lot of people in Black America are waking up to what LeBron James is, anything but a king. Nike is a core plantation which is built on the backs of slaves in China and sustained by its slave athletes in America. But recently there was a great video that came out from Jay Williams, and he really explains in good detail how a lot of blacks feel right now.
I want to explain what I feel like my stance is as a black male in this world, okay? And conversations that I've had with my brothers and sisters in the black community. And I want you guys to empathize with it and hear me on it. So when I hear what Kyrie Irving has to go through in order to be reinstated, I'm appalled. I'm appalled. And let me give you examples of how I feel like we don't have the same energy and hold other people who have dealt with racial tropes accountable. So when Sarah Silverman does blackface, or when Don Imus says nappy-headed hoes, or when Howard Stern calls somebody the N-word in this skit, or when Brett Favre takes money from the state of Mississippi, we don't ask them to get sensitivity training. We don't ask them to donate $500,000. We don't ask them to meet with the Black National Caucus. They apologize, and then you know what? The rest of the world moves on. But what I feel like is happening here, and that's how in the black community, like we've been told that's how the process works, right? Think about that for it. That's how the process works. Oh, somebody does a blackface, oh, it was a misunderstanding, we got it, okay? You know, is that person really racist? Probably not. Was it ignorant? Probably so. Okay, we understand it. We move forward. We don't like it. We would love to hold them accountable. But society and having a lot of black people in positions of power, we don't have the governing ability to do that. But what we feel like happens with Kyrie is even after an apology, it's not enough. We feel like there needs to be more. And a lot of people I've spoken to over the last couple of days talk about this thing. Older mentors of mine talk about buck breaking. So we talk about tropes. This is something that we feel like in the black community that happened way back in the day, where if there was a slave that was defiant, right, he got broken in front of everybody in order to show that he was not in a position of power. And that at the end of the day, he had to do what he was told to do because that's what was mandated of him. And we like things that are going viral on social media, and everybody has some kind of hot take, and we're calling people idiots, and we're calling people names because that's what we do. We just destroy each other. I ain't gonna destroy each other, man. I'm not gonna do that. Is Kyrie Irving anti-Semitic? Hell no. Could he have gone about it maybe a different way? That's what I would have advised him to do. But I'm not gonna let you guys sit out here and make this dude out to be like he is a villain, like he is a bad person. He is looking to explore his heritage. Now you can crucify me if you want. I don't give a damn anymore. It's time for people to start speaking out with nuance and speaking out on the principles they stand for. That's all I'll say.
That's why I made this video, because, I went online and went to Black Twitter to, find some like-minded people who realized that this isn't right. And there were people going along with the narrative. Not all, but there were too many. Too many people who just believe the narrative that, oh yeah, they're anti-Semitic because the media says so. And I'm like, what the hell? So that's what really inspired me to put out this video. I mean, keep this in mind, right? I want to say within the last month, there were racist LA City Council members caught on tape. There were no calls for none of this. They didn't have to go before the National Black Caucus. They didn't have to do this and that to keep their jobs. They just went quiet. I think one step down from her position, but didn't even resign from office. And, it was just like, okay, well, problem solved. And yet, for sharing a link to a movie, this person's supposed to lose his livelihood? This is insane. Anyways, I made this video because if you found yourself in the same situation as me where, you go online and it seems like everyone just accepted the narrative, know that not everyone has. In fact, I'll link quite a few videos down below with other people talking about this issue so that you can, realize that blacks are united on this issue, right? Not completely. There are some people accepting that narrative, and there are some people saying nothing, like LeBron James and many people in the NBA. But there are black people waking up and uniting over this issue. So I hope that this brings you comfort and encouragement. In the meantime, thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, stay happy, look out for your mental health, and stay on your purpose.